Okay, hi everyone. My name's Audrey. Welcome to my studio. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for taking the time to, be with me, hang out. And if you're watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay too. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys are doing well. It is the last day of the month, and my husband and I were just talking about like how it's just really crazy how fast time really sorry, I have a hair stuck in my lips. Just really crazy like how fast time just flies by. Like I feel like it wasn't that long ago when we were just celebrating New Year's and making goals, and then now it's like a quarter of the year is already done. Like that just blows my mind. Yeah. Sorry, I still have that hair on my lips. Oh, there it is. It's probably it's probably my cat's fur. Anyway, this month I have been, coloring in my coloring books with alcohol markers. And lately I've been doing this particular book. It's called Into Gardens by Coco Wyo. I really, really love this. So many cute little illustrations. I mean, just look at all that. So adorable. So I'm going to do another page in here. But before I get into that, I wanted to talk about, just kind of what to expect on my channel moving forward. So I've had a kind of not like not like um, not like a huge eureka moment, but I realized that I really want to make my channel about like exploring art and like having fun with the tools that you have, you know? And I know I started as a watercolor artist, and a lot of you probably followed me because you liked my watercolor style and things like that. And I will still put out watercolor, tutorials and things like that. But I personally have been exploring mixed media a little bit more. And I think that has really tapped into my playful and allowed me to be more spontaneous, and that those were parts of me that growing up I didn't really get to like let loose. I had to really be a certain way. I felt like I had to be very rigid, and being spontaneous and being kind of just free was like not allowed, like if that makes any sense. And so I think that's how I first approached my art practice. Actually, I let myself believe that I have to be a certain way, that I have to achieve a certain style or something like that. Yeah. Hi, Caitlin. Thanks for being here. Fun. Yeah. So I don't know if that's in relation to what I'm talking about being mixed media, but yeah. So as you know, again, watercolor is my main bread and butter, and I'm still going to use that a lot. But I, started using gouache a couple years ago, and then alcohol markers last year, and then colored pencils as well. I got some acrylic paint pens, now these glitter pens. And I'm not saying, you have to have all these in order to, express yourself, but I'm saying that just me personally, that's kind of where my art journey is taking me. And I don't know if that describes your journey. I think we all kind of like start with something, and then we might want to dabble in this or dabble in that. And then it just ends up kind of, becoming bigger than you thought it was going to be. And so that's kind of where I am now. So I don't know what that means like exactly. Like I don't know exactly what it's going to look like here on my channel, but I definitely like in the next month, my live streams will be more about that mixed media exploration. So I want to, do some like just sketchbook pages with you, just live sketching, live drawing, and just kind of really tapping into that. And again, like I don't want to pressure anyone and saying you have to buy this or you have to buy that, but I think more about like allowing or giving yourself and helping you give yourself permission to play and try something new and kind of push your creative boundaries, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I have to kind of sit on that a little bit longer and really, figure out and delineate like what that really means and what that will look like in my videos moving forward. But all I can say is, yeah, I'm still going to come out with tutorials. I still want to come out with, you know, these live streams and things like that, but it might not be 100% watercolor. So just putting that disclaimer out there. Yeah. Even in my shorts that I published today, check that out. Oh, you know what? Oh, where did I put it? Oh, it's over here. Hold on a second. So I've been going, I'm actually done with this mixed media sketchbook, but yeah, thank you, Caitlin. Yes, mixed media is a lot of fun. So here it is. So in this mixed media sketchbook, I mean, I have a lot of like random stuff, but in the last couple pages, I decided to do something like really fun. And so this is where I really explored mixed media. So I did mostly watercolor. I used my watercolor pastels. These are the Caran d'Ache Neocolor 2 water soluble wax pastels. And so that's what I used for all of these backgrounds. But for the plants themselves, I used a mixture of watercolor, colored pencil, the wax pastel, and then something really fun. In this one, I know it's kind of hard to see because I'm not zoomed in, but for the veins of the leaf, again, you'll see it in a future video, but I used oil pastel. So that's something new that I've been exploring too. Oil pastels, wow, it just opens another whole brand new world. I'm trying to like push my boundaries of like, what can this do? What can I make this do? How can I use these two together? Or how can I layer them on top of each other? And that exploration has been so much fun, like so much fun. Hi, Linda, thanks for being here. Yeah, even for the snake plant, like I've painted the snake plant numerous times. The very first time was just 100% watercolor. The second time, I think I used either colored pencil, for these yellow details. And the third time, I remember using gouache for those yellow details because I really wanted it to stand out. I did that during my live streams last year. And then this year, I used for the yellow oil pastels again. Yeah. So again, I'm just kind of, sort of pushing my boundaries. And I think how this also came about was as I'm recreating my 100-day project from 2017, I'm again, like exploring just like, how can I make this into what I'm like using right now, you know? So again, most of my recreation of the 100-day project paintings have been mostly watercolor. I think a little bit of color pencil, or I did some metallics in there, but yeah, it's mostly watercolor so far, but I'm definitely going to push my boundaries a little bit more and maybe do some more mixed media. But yeah, this was so much fun. This one I'm not as happy with, but that's okay. That's what a sketchbook is for. You're not going to love everything, but yeah, like I love the string of pearls, and I know I painted this with gouache 2 years ago as well. And so it's just fun to kind of see what you can do with different mediums, and again, how they also work together. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love this one, the palm, the sago palm. Yeah, but I just love these wax pastels are like my favorite. Tomorrow I'm gonna buy like 14 more colors individually because this was a set of 30 and it just comes with your, good palette of colors, but there were definitely some specific colors that I really wanted to grab myself. So I'm gonna grab individual colors tomorrow. But yeah, I'm really, really enjoying oil pastels. I mean, I love these watercolor crayons. I've actually had these for years. I bought these years and years ago. But again, I stopped using them because, again, I had that mindset of, no, you should just do watercolor. No, only paint flowers and blah, blah, blah. But what a bunch of lies, And like, not that anyone else was telling me that. I was just telling them to myself, So anyway, I'm trying to break out of that bubble myself and really let loose. So, okay. Anyway, oh no, Linda, I'm sorry. There's a storm in your area. Oh man. Yeah, please don't worry about, signing off prematurely. Please don't worry. I really appreciate you still making an effort to be here. Yeah, today we actually had a tornado watch in Chicago. Like, that's really scary. Well, please stay safe wherever you are. Oh, I mean, I know you're in New York State. But please be safe. That's most important. So, yeah, well, let's get into coloring. So I have all my supplies here. I have my alcohol markers, as you know. I have my wax pastels. I probably won't use these as much, or maybe, because these illustrations are a little bit wider and bigger. They aren't as detailed as some of my other ones. And of course, I have my colored pencils, and then my acrylic paint pens and my glitter pens here. I just turned them sideways, even though usually it's sitting upright, because I know they should be stored, sideways. But right now I don't have the best solution for sideways storage just yet. Yeah. All right. Well, again, thank you so much for being here. You guys are great. And if you are new here, yeah, well, in these live streams, I've been doing mostly alcohol marker coloring, but this came about because I was in a huge creative rut and I really wanted to just do something that was different than watercolor. And then, yeah, what do you know? It really just opened my world up. So I'm really glad that I took this route. Yeah. Yeah, let me know in the chat if you guys have any questions about just what I shared about being more mixed media-ish, and what kind of media you like to work with, if you also work with more than just watercolor. So let me know. But I'll leave my mic on. I'm just gonna turn on some soft music. And of course, I'm here to chat if you want to. Oh, Linda, I see your comment about you have the ones from Stamp Up. I'm not familiar with that brand. Do they make the acrylic paint pens or the alcohol pens or alcohol markers? Let me know. I didn't know that Stamp Up also makes alcohol markers. You know what? Yes. I feel like I've seen something like that at Michael's. Do they sell them at Michael's? Yeah. I used to be really into stamps before too. Maybe not as much as I know some people are, but I did have a pretty large stamp collection. I did end up giving away a lot of those stamps just because they were taking up so much room. And then once I started to learn how to like paint with watercolor and then draw, I kind of stopped using stamps. I kept a couple of the stamps to do like embossing, but that's really, yeah, all I use stamps for. Yeah. How do you like to use stamps, Linda? Oh, you still have a set, or you still have some and buy a set every now and then. Yeah, I really like those videos on like TikTok or Shorts or Instagram Reels where they're making, greeting cards, but it's all from like die cuts or stamps, or yeah, things like that. Like it's so just like satisfying to watch. Yeah, so much fun. Okay, one of the reasons why I chose this because I really wanted to use the metallics for this locket and for the chain. So I got to use some. So I'm pretty sure that I think this was the like more yellowish color. I'm gonna do like a goldish color. So let's see. Yeah, this was a brighter like goldish color. So let's go with that. Oops, I spilled some acrylic ink on my desk. That's okay. All right. Yeah, so I kind of wanted to do a base of like yellow and like yellow ochre. Yeah, I might just do like a base of this. Like nothing too crazy. But like add some highlights here and there. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I just wanted to try it, you know, because like with anything, like sometimes you just gotta, yeah, sometimes you just gotta try it. And I think that's also what I want to help promote too, because I'm all about like, you know, yeah, like making mistakes. And yet it's ironic that, you know, on my channel, I don't often make mistakes unless they're on a live stream like this, you know? And I think I want to be more like transparent about that. And yeah, like give you guys the space to do that. I don't know how I feel about this. So I have some of the shine, but I have some, you know, some like shading going on. It might be kind of hard to see on the screen. I kind of like it. I want to make sure that I leave some of the white, even though I can, you know, add it back in. So I'm going to try it again a little bit more here. I'm just coloring in like patches so that I can fill in some of those patches with the glitter pen. I think what might help is if I also add in some brown, but not too dark. Maybe this one. I think that'll help maybe darken. Maybe make the chain a little bit more like realistic. But it's also okay if it's not. But yeah. Just giving it a little bit more like visual interest. And as you can see, I'm just being like very just random. Yeah, with like where I'm placing these. I like how this is turning out. And then now I'm going to go in with the glitter. And again, even with this, I'm being very like random, kind of scribbling, still trying to maintain some of that highlight. This is cool. You guys should try this. I mean, even if it's not with these glitter pens, like maybe using metallic paint or, you know, metallic acrylic paint pens or just glitter, watercolors, like whatever it is, or even just actual glitter. You know, maybe put a little bit of glue and then add some glitter on. I really like this. I'm definitely seeing the shine. I am so happy with this. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, okay. I'm a little bit too excited. I think this is why I really enjoy the mixed media aspect of it, because like I never would have really tried this, you know, if I didn't have if I didn't in my mind, right, give myself that permission, but even just have access to some of these supplies too. But again, you don't have to have these supplies, but it just kind of gives you an idea of what you could do, you know. I can tell you right now that I don't love what I did with the wax pastels here. I honestly don't know why I used it on here. I guess maybe I just wanted to see what it would look like, but I'm kind of regretting using the wax pastels on here. But I feel like the Locket kind of redeems what I did here. Like, I don't know why I used it on these coloring books when I've never used it on the coloring books. You know what I mean? Like, why would I suddenly use it now? I don't know. I don't know. But you know what? I'm going to see what it looks like when I go over it with an alcohol marker. I might be kind of crazy, but I'm going to try, because adding alcohol, the solution, to watercolor paint, wet watercolor paint or dried, you know, has a different kind of effect. So I'm, deep breath, here we go. I'm wondering if it'll help blend it. Oh my gosh, it does. I am shook right now. Oh my gosh, it is blending this. Do you see that? Do you see how clean that color is now? Like, you don't see the texture anymore. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it did kind of transfer onto my marker. So I have to figure out how to remove that. But that's a later Audrey problem. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my, sorry, I'm just like taking it all in right now because I am so surprised at that. But see, this is what I mean. Like, I never would have discovered doing this if I didn't do it now. Okay, so I need to figure out how to get rid of some of the pigment from my brush. Let's see. I wonder if I can just like wipe it off. Oh, yeah, it is kind of wiping off. Okay, yeah, it's basically gone now. Okay, that was unexpected and so cool. So I'm gonna try to find a similar color for the dark one and do the same thing. You guys ready for this magic? Thanks, Caitlin. Yeah, you won't know until you've tried. I know. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not the first person to try this combination, but oh my goodness, like, do you see that? So now part of me is like, should I keep some of this texture or no? You know, so I left a little bit of the texture there. So maybe I'll keep some of the texture like right where the two sides of the leaves meet and just be kind of rough with it, right? So that it still creates like some kind of highlight. But wow. Wow, wow, wow. So I chose this color that's like pretty similar to the color I laid down. And then, yeah, I'm just using the and so the alcohol from the marker is just kind of naturally just blending everything together. Oh my goodness. You guys, my mind is seriously blown. I'm just wiping off the crayon pigment. I feel like I discovered something new, and I feel like I have to film something about this later on. I am so excited, if I haven't said that enough already. little flowers like cherry blossoms. Yeah, I'm gonna use this pinkish color. Sure what to make the tulip color. I might just go with a pinkish color just to kind of, yeah, harmonize everything. Yeah, let's do pink. Came out more like a hot pink than I wanted. Oh well. Okay. Well, here is today's page. I don't know. I have some not mixed feelings, but I just have some thoughts. Like, first of all, it's not today, I definitely included some media that I don't normally, like the wax crayons. Again, I don't know why I grabbed them. Maybe just because they were here, but I've never used these in my coloring book. So, okay. Anyway, moving on from that. Yeah. So then that kind of threw me for a loop, and I feel like it made me a little nervous, and I kind of panicked, and I wasn't sure what to do. But yeah, I still like, I feel like learning that alcohol markers can, dissolve or not dissolve, activate the pigments in the crayons, like really, yeah, really like did it for me. And then trying something new, like with the glitter pen, trying to get this gold effect happening. Like again, like there's that shine. Like, look at that, so pretty on the chain as well on the locket. Like I love that. So I feel like overall, this page was kind of more of a, I feel like visually or like color wise, it doesn't really make sense. It's a little all over the place, but I feel like I learned something new. I learned two things new, just like how to do that gold effect, but also how to, yeah, use alcohol markers with the wax crayons. So I feel successful in that way. But yeah, in terms of like, oh, like this page looks, satisfying. It doesn't always look, yeah, it doesn't look that cohesive, but that's okay. Like that's not the point. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that I did a lot more different media than I usually do. Again, I usually do like 90% alcohol markers, and then I just add some details with color pencils and things like that. But yeah, today was definitely different. Yeah. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, guys. You guys are so nice. Always so nice and kind. I really, really appreciate it. Um, all right. Well, let me quickly take my screenshot, as you know that I always do. So give me one moment. Okay. Like, look at this shine. Can you guys see it on this screen? I don't know if it's that obvious. Maybe this way. Yeah. Okay, let me take my screenshot real quick. Okay, there we go. Thank you, thank you. Well, let me let you know when I'll be next live. So again, until the summertime, my schedule is going to be kind of all over the place. And in April, again, it's going to be all over the place, but next week I'll be live on Tuesday, the 8th. Tuesday, the 8th. Okay. Also, you should know that on the 1st of every month, I send out a e-newsletter that is just kind of like a letter from a fellow artist to you. And it includes just like a personal email or a personal letters slash update, and then some things that you might have missed out on, or some new things that are in the shop. And yeah, it's just kind of like a summary, like an email, like Reader's Digest, if you will. So yeah, make sure to get on my list if you want that email. I believe, let's see. Yeah, I think if you sign up, yeah, down there on the link, it says sign up for shop emails for sneak peeks. I think, oh, you know what? That's from my shop email. Well, just comment freebie or like Audrey mail. Actually, yeah, comment Audrey mail, and then I'll send you guys a link. Sorry, that was so weird. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I will see you on Tuesday, April 8th. Don't go too crazy with April Fools tomorrow. Don't pull any funny pranks, or like, no, actually funny pranks are okay, but I really don't like pranks where like you could potentially harm the person. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, why would you do that? But, some funny pranks like taping the person's like phone down, at work or something, or like hiding their chair, like that's, harmless. That's kind of funny. But for me, I'm my own employee, or I'm the only employee, so it's not as fun. So you guys have some fun for me. Okay. All right. Well, have a great week. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.